Hey guys, what's going on? It's DullishPlum here, back with a kind of a different video. This time, I want to show you something I've been doing lately. If you've noticed a lot lately, I've been color correcting a lot of my gameplay footage. Sorry, I'm taking my headphones off like I always do in all my videos. But I've been color correcting a lot of my gameplay footage, and I want to show some of the stuff I've been doing. And just some very simple and easy tips that you can make your gameplay footage look a lot better. Now, first thing I'm going to do, just for a very simple, first thing you need to do is create an adjustment layer. I'm just going to go into this, get through this fast, because I don't like to sit here and like go on about stuff. So first way, very simple, a fast color correction. Now this is going to be for Premiere Pro. However, the general theories work in Vegas. So you want to go down to saturation, turn that up. I'm gonna go at 126. All depends on your gameplay footage. Just look and see if it looks good. Maybe render it quickly. Maybe just do small samples so the rendering is quick. So I'm gonna render that and show you guys what that looks like now. Okay, so we have that. Whoa, staying in front. So we have that done now. That was a very simple, very easy way to color correct your footage. It just makes the footage look a bit nicer, nice and saturated. But we're gonna try something a bit differently. So we're gonna go up here, delete fast color corrector, and we're gonna go down to RGB curves. What you wanna do is this. You're gonna wanna drag the upper part up and the bottom part down. What this is gonna do is gonna create contrast. Now that's a little too much contrast. I'm gonna back up. Then again, it's going to depend on your footage. I may drag the darkness up because this is a very map. I'm gonna get the brightness up a little. Try to brighten the highlights up. Now something else you can do is you can try playing around with the red, green, and blue curves here. I do it every once in a while. It's not something I've had much experience with, but it could get some interesting results to start playing with these. I do use RGB curves often under my footage. I don't like the way it looks on Halo. I find it just kind of messes up the colors a bit. Like I said, Destiny's a really good one to do because Destiny's kind of flat already. If you have very flat footage, I highly recommend you do this first. But I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to show you another way. A way that I often do it is a three-way color corrector. Now you can do a lot with the three-way color corrector. You can do saturation, everything, master levels and everything. But right here is the main area that you're going to look at. The highlights, the midtones, and shadows. Now what these are color wheels that color the certain areas. I imagine shadows are going to be the dark areas, midtones are going to be kind of the middle area, and highlights are going to be the really light area. Now, the most common form of color correction that you're going to see in stuff like action movies, and probably the best for something like gameplay footage, is the teal and orange. So what you're going to do is see this little circle here, you're going to want to grab it and pull the shadows towards the teal. And you notice the shadows, I don't know if you can see that on the recording software, but if you try that in your own color correcting software, you're going to notice it. The shadows will become a teal color. You drag the midtones towards that, and stuff will start getting red, and you drag the highlights to a lighter area. Now that's the most common for action movies. Personally, what I prefer to do is actually do a little bit to this side, a little bit to this side, and a little bit to this side. Now you're gonna notice that footage actually looks pretty good in kind of action movie. It kind of almost looks like Transformers. But yeah, that's what the standard action movie kind of color correction is. Now, you can get very creative with this. The key is to have contrast. So you want the lighter colors to be the opposite of the dark colors. So you can do like a green and pink, which will get you kind of a almost like vaporwave style. I have a feeling that's kind of what that looks like. Let's just kind of scrub through this. Yeah, it looks kind of interesting. Use it. I would stick probably with the standard, you know, teal and orange or blue and red. But yeah, that actually kind of looks cool. If you want to get creative with it, you know, do what you want. Now, there's the way I usually actually use it, which is with the Lumetri color. People don't talk about this often, but the basic correction gets you what you call LUTs, which stands for lookup table. Now, generally, these are what the a camera is coloring, the way like a camera would render color. For example, there's a Nikon D8 camera I'm looking at getting. That's very similar to the way its footage would come out. Nikon 70D, a bit darker, you know, very flat, so that you have that kind of, you know, ability to color correct on top of that. Personally, I wouldn't use LUTs. What I would use is if you go down to the Creative tab and you get looks. Now, looks, you can find tons of these online for free, for paid. These are really nice, and you get some really good stuff. Let's go with like Noir 1965. So now we have a Noir style footage. Now I'm not interested in that. Let's see what else, saving. What's Sin Punch? Ooh, it's nice, but it's a bit overbearing. We could do with something like this. Okay. That's nice. And I can change it down. I'm gonna change it. So those are kind of the three main ways that are kind of easy to color correct. It's kind of fast. I recommend putting a bit of time into it, learning about it, learning about, you know, color theory and everything. And don't be afraid to start mixing some of these ideas together and start to kind of create this kind of certain color you want in your footage. I highly recommend that you spend a bit of time color correcting your footage. It makes it look that much nicer. Plus, you kind of get a unique look to your videos. And it's just a lot of fun to start mixing colors. Anyways, that's all for today. I think I'll talk to you guys later.